Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the concept of federalism. But side by side, we are also going to study the concept of unitary. Now, why this is important to understand this concept side by side? Let's assume that you have to understand the concept of what is hot. Okay, so if you have to understand what is hot, if you side by side understand what is cold, it is easier for you to understand what is hot. In the same way, suppose you have to understand what is darkness. If you understand side by side what is light, it is easier for you to understand what is darkness. So similarly, when we have to understand what is federalism, we also need to understand side by side what is unitary. Okay, but before we go into the details that is given in our textbook, I'm going to give you one example to make you understand what is federalism and what is unitary. Okay, so let's assume that you all are students. Well, you all are students already. Okay, you don't need to assume that. Let me assume that I am a student as well, and we all go to school. And in our school, we have a person who is called principal. Some students called principal as Princey. Okay, our Princey is like this, our Princey is like that. Okay, they use a short form. Okay, but there is a person called principal in our school, and he is the sole decision maker. Okay, he is the sole decision maker regarding the affairs of the school. And when I say affairs of the school, it means that when the admissions are going to start, when the classes are going to start, when the summer vacations are going to start, when they are going to end, when the winter vacations will start and when they are going to end, what will be the duration of each class, okay, when the teachers will be appointed, what kind of teachers will be appointed. All these kind of decisions are being taken by the principal of the school. Okay, and when one person takes all the decision, or when the decision making is at one place, okay, it is called a unitary system. Okay, in a unitary system, the decision making is centralized. However, the principal of the school can appoint or have 2 or 3 people to support him to take care of the affairs of the school. Okay, suppose he appoints 3 people. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. These 3 people are going to support him. Okay, support him in taking the decisions regarding the school affairs. These 3 people will not take decisions, they will only support the principal in managing the affairs of the school. Okay, so in a unitary system, the decision making is centralized at one place. Now let's look into another aspect or another area of school. Okay, we all know that in our schools we have teams or groups. These groups or teams are created basically to have competition among themselves, okay, in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Okay, and these teams generally have their names like red team, green team, blue team and yellow team. And each of this team is headed by one of the teachers, and they are actually managing these teams. Okay, so there is one head, okay, for each of these teams, And for the sake of easy understanding, let's say that team red has the head name Rohit sir, R for red, R for Rohit. Similarly, the green team has Geeta ma'am, G for green, G for Geeta. Similarly, blue team has Bhaskar teacher as the head, and the yellow team has Yasmin ma'am as the head. Okay. Now let's take one example. Okay. Suppose there is a drama competition that is going to be held in the school. Okay. And all these 4 teams are going to participate in that drama competition. So what is going to happen is that Rohit sir is going to decide which play a red team is going to enact in the drama competition, and Geeta ma'am will decide which play is going to be enacted in the drama competition, so on and so forth. And here you can see that individual heads are taking decisions. Okay, here principal has not come to take decision on behalf of the red team, green team, blue team or the yellow team. Each of these heads are taking decision making, or they are the decision makers, right? So here what we see is that there is one part of the school where the principal is taking decisions, okay, and there is one part of the school or the school activities where individual teachers are taking decisions. Okay, so when there are 2 or more decision making authorities, it is called a federal structure. In a federal structure, you can see that the principal is taking decisions on behalf of the school in certain areas of the school, and you can see that here the teachers are also taking decisions. Okay, they are also decision makers. Okay, so in a federal system, the decision making is decentralized. I hope you are able to understand the difference between a centralized structure and a decentralized structure, okay, and between what is federalism and what is unitary. Okay, now we will proceed to our textbook and we'll see what examples are given there, what are the features of federalism, okay, which are the countries which are practicing federalism, so on and so forth. So if you have any questions related to this example which I have given, feel free to ask me questions.